you see this person? Sitting on the couch, sipping his coffee, and reading the news online. The life of many young people looks like this. They wake up in the morning, get a shower, and open their smartphone to read the news. While biking to school, they plug in their headphones to play some music. At school, they work on Microsoft Office and Google Drive and watch some YouTube videos in the break. When they come home, they might do some purchases online and make the payment with their banking app. Before they go to bed, they might watch a film, and if they dislike it, they can immediately switch to an episode of Game of Thrones. See here their parents a few years ago? They did the same things but in such a different way. The difference? Well, apart from the obvious fact that their parents didn't have access to these modern technologies in the past, they owned almost all the media they enjoyed, and everything was tangible. Today, their children enjoy all traditional media and even more, but they don't own almost any of those media they access. It shows how our world has moved from owning media and information to simply having access. We are moving towards a new economy called access economy, simply because people don't care about ownership as long as they have access to the information and media they want, whenever they want them, and at a price they consider affordable. They are only licensing the product they desire or rent it, but they do not call themselves the owners. All the examples we talk about are examples of information goods. These goods derive their value from the information they contain. An interesting topic in the context of information goods is the transforming nature of newspapers. Due to the rapid advances in information technology, the nature of information goods is changing. This is deeply affecting newspapers. The explosive growth of digital media and social networks makes access to information goods, including news, very easy and frequently free. Thus, newspaper companies explore and deploy radically new information goods and corresponding business models built around their internet websites. To make it easier to understand, we will look at three different business models, namely premium, freemium, and free access, which are used respectively by the Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Guardian. The first business model is the premium subscription. One of the business leaders in the premium pricing model is the Times of London. The London Times is a world leading news provider. However, only a very small part of every article is visible online without a paid subscription. The main part of each article is protected by a paywall, allowing only 2 articles per week for the free subscription. A paywall is an internet technology restricting access to online content and making it available only to premium subscribers. The second strategy, freemium, allows access to certain part of the content for free, yet restricting other parts behind a paywall. This strategy is currently used by Wall Street Journal. Usually, certain functionalities and older news items are available for free. However, breaking news and advanced financial tools provided by the Wall Street Journal website are protected by a paywall and accessible only by premium subscribers. Another popular business model is providing free access to the full content with revenue made by hosting advertisements on the newspaper's website. The Guardian is utilizing this model. The full information goods content of the newspaper is available online for free. Yet, carefully placed advertising is hosted on the newspaper's website, allowing for the collection of life-sustaining revenue. All three newspapers practice different forms of information goods pricing. First of all, they practice versioning by offering different versions, namely print, digital, and the combined version. Also, they practice pricing discrimination by offering special, lower prices exclusively for students. The Times of London conducts bundling through organizing different content and features into distinctive bundles like Classic or Ultimate Pack. The Wall Street Journal differentiates the versioning practice by making special regional versions available to customers, like European version or American. To better compare the different business models, we visualize the Porter Five Forces model for each of these companies. The Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Guardian are all well established brands and experience considerably low bargaining power by suppliers or customers. However, due to the rapid growth of the internet, they face a considerable threat of new entrants and substitutes. There is intense competition in the industry as all players are fiercely competing against each other. If we conduct the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis, we can trace particular strengths. All three newspapers and their websites enjoy high internet visibility, customer loyalty, and brand recognition. In terms of threats, the Times Premium Access model and the Wall Street Journal Freemium model are both threatened by the increasingly high quality and customization offered by the free access news websites. However, the Guardian's free access model is also threatened by the emergence of advertisement blocking software, which can potentially block all advertisements on websites, eliminating the crucial source of revenue for the free access with advertisements model. Eventually, we need to mention that the Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the Guardian are redefining not just newspapers but the entire nature of consumption of information goods by promoting the transformation of their own profile. They are learning from the newly emerging competitors such as Business Insider, who are offering an innovative experience for internet users when it comes to consuming information goods like news and other online digital content through the intensive use of social media. Thus, website-based strategies, although important, are no longer sufficient. An entirely new approach to the provision and access to information goods is required by the traditional information goods providers like newspapers, utilizing specifically and exploiting the power of social networks. This new world, this new era of information goods and the revolutions it brings with it means that an imminent priority for newspapers is their entrance at the new world of networks and social media in order to become more competitive and remain relevant as providers of information goods.